Hello and welcome to Echo League Season 2 EU Rejects versus the Boys. This is Wivrex and my hetero life mate, Golgiap.
Hello. Oh, my door doesn't make weird noises.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We were
Yeah,
disconnected
disconnected
from the server.
What happened? Someone not connected, I guess. And we were separated? Our like...
That was, the broadcast channels were acting weird and I didn't have one. It's not showing you in here. There you are. This is weird. little banter in the lobby chat.
Yeah, the picture. When I heard the boys, I didn't really think they were actually going to be the EG boys. That's kind of cute. Alright. Second time, we're gonna be good.
And we are good, and I will give you another introduction. This is Echo League Season 2 EU Rejects
Radiant
versus
team
the Boys.
Oh man, yeah, second time's way better. It's practiced.
That's my Hollywood man, Hollywood hype man voice.
I like the boys DMX or Dirt MX Chrono boys. He has two
5
boys.
seconds
Hey,
remaining.
double boys.
Oh. Bad dude's banning someone now.
Alright, Bristleback band. Yeah, no surprise about this. When the character got nerfed, but it still doesn't feel like he's been touched. Like, I mean, I guess the character's been like nerfed very slightly. Like he, at the end of the day, like I think loses about 150 HP because I think his strength scaling got reduced. And at level 25, there's like 150 HP, which is like can be a big deal for Bristleback because his effective health pool is so big. So he can make the 150 HP stretch to like insane amounts. But it didn't matter. It was way too little for him, and he's still insane.
Yes, Clockwork, another solid ban. He has been a pain.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe that.
Yeah.
And the Connell ban is actually a little interesting. Are they worried just about the mana leak maybe in the early game? Why?
Yeah, maybe they're going for some kind of strategy and they just
5
don't want
seconds
to
remaining.
fight against.
They want a Timber Saw.
Yeah, Timber Saw, or maybe they just don't want to go against a high ground
Reserve
defense
time.
type of thing, because Keeper can be versatile in that. Or maybe there's a Keeper spammer on the other team and these guys have done their research or something. It was funny because I won the Battle Cup 2 weeks ago, and I played with a player on my team who is a hero spammer, and he mainly spams techies and Keeper Light. So he likes super meme high ground defense heroes, and he like carried us through the
Radiant's
entire Battle
team
Cup
pick.
as a poison 4 Keeper. It was insane. Like actually insane. Like you just start the fight and then like you just don't die because he keeps on healing you up and giving you mana and stuff like that. And then like 30 seconds into the fight, everyone in any team has no mana. Like I don't know how the guy does it. Just he seems to be so effective at doing what he
5
does.
seconds.
Also, that new Immortal for Keeper is sweet. Have you got to check out the new Immortals?
I have. I even got the Keeper of the Light Immortal.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. I got Elder Titan, which I'm not happy about. I don't play
I
it
think the
yet.
Elder Titan one is one of the best ones in there.
I mean,
of
I
the
agree,
regular
but
ones.
I'm just not gonna play the hero unless
5
I don't
seconds
know.
remaining.
He's so
I
good
get
right
worse
now.
than-
You get your Midas, and
I
then you get to
know,
the
but-
thing, and you have 10 Divine Rapiers.
But he's like
Reserve time.
position 3 off lane. I mean, I like to play off lane, but I'm not sure. Like, I mean, I'm gonna just research how to play him in the off lane because, I mean, I've seen it in pro games, but you don't get to see the little intricacy, the laning details because you don't get to see the player do their thing. But I just hate to hear how slow he is. Like whenever he does anything, his ultimate comes out slowly, his stomp comes out slowly, his spirit you gotta move around, so it's kind of slow. I just don't
5
like the
seconds
playstyle, but
remaining.
he's cool, yeah.
Yeah,
And
his
the
stomp
Reaper
can be a
scythe.
little annoying.
Yeah. And the Reaper Scythe being literally a Reaper Scythe is gotta be the most coolest thing in the entire game right now. And I got the Lina Immortal. I want the Lina Immortal real bad.
That's not one of the rare ones, right?
No, it's just a common one.
Radiant's
Thank
team
God
pick.
for the first time. Like Lina had like I think 2 rare
Rare.
Immortals already, so Or yeah, I can't remember. I know she has a chest piece. The chest piece that gives her like the laser.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so we're gonna pick up the Warlock and the Spirit Breaker. I like the Warlock.
Reserve time.
I think the character is just so easy to play and just so foolproof. The character does so much work with great Fatal Bond usage. I mean, I think that's the big thing about Warlock intricacies is how well he lands the Fatal Bond, because I think that's his most strongest skill. If you excuse my grammatical error.
Yeah. I also like Warlock for, I mean, you know, Keeper of the Light, he's a good wave clearer, but Upheaval on the high ground is the best way to catch heroes defensively. Yeah. It's a really good thing. It makes them very nervous to go into it, and at level 4, it's pretty much got a 50% uptime.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, if you're allowed to channel that, it gets pretty insane. Tusk is I mean, if you were afraid of the upheaval, Tusk is someone that can get through the upheaval to cancel the spell. And also a decent pick against Spirit Breaker too. If he's around for the Spirit Breaker ganking, he can just preemptively snowball and just take whoever is getting charged into it.
Yeah, the reaction would need to be pretty good on that, but there's always the good chance. Yeah, there's always the threat of good defensive plays that can disrupt the Dire. Like even just getting 1 or 2 people in a snowball while the chaotic offering is coming down is a good turnaround. It's also gonna mean that less Fatal Bond targets if it's timed well. It's the onus is really on the Tusk to make big plays go with that snowball.
Yeah, it's going to be rough, especially for dodging things like chaotic offering, because that's like all game sense, because you can't do that with reaction. But yeah, I mean, it can be quite obvious if Warlock is waddling in. It's quite obvious you're gonna drop it. So if they have the vision, you should be able to do those plays. And Tusk has been quite. I mean, he's coming to viability with those ice shard changes, being able to be placed right on top of it, a lot easier to aim to.
I thought it was made more difficult. Release.
I believe. I mean, to me, it's a lot more easy. I mean, he can be also placed because I believe the wall appears where you aim, rather than the center of the shards being where you aim. So it can be placed so early that it even can push you over walls and things like that.
Right. That's what the change was. I was trying to remember. It used to explode. It used to create a ring around the center. The target was in the center. Now the back of the wall is at the point that you selected. Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's also more viable because of his just buffs overall. But I think the ice shard changes have made him a lot more versatile character. It's kind of like those little changes, like Kunkka, his ulti was changed to be made so much more easier to aim. And of course, like it's like not comparable because you can literally do different things with. I mean, I guess you can jump over world walls with Tusk, but on top of it being easy to aim, you can actually pull off combos you couldn't pull off before as Kunkka.
Both teams, Darkseer and Magnus banned. So that's it's a good. Both teams can highly utilize both of those heroes. The Warlock obviously wants to get everyone bunched up for a chaotic offering, and Crystal Maiden can do a lot of work with that Freezing Field. Nick's pickup is gonna be CM food if he can get these combos
for
out
sure.
quick.
I mean, it's Nyx and Spirit Breaker in CM, so CM is probably not gonna have a good time. Actually, I played this exact game yesterday with Hannah, and Hannah was our only support because we had a jungler and they had a Spirit Breaker next assassin. It's not a good time for any supports.
I think in response, I would expect to see Radiant start picking up some more durable heroes. How do you feel like a 4-position Ogre here? Obviously scaling, good against the Nyx.
I'm assuming it's going to be a 4-position Tusk. I mean, Tusk just doesn't scale very well to offlane. I mean, a very durable support anyway. So I mean, there we go. Another like
Dire team pick.
it's harder to gank carry here for the boys.
The boys are gonna want a Lifestealer carrier, and there's still a couple good ones in the pool. Storm Spirit and Puck could have a little bit of problems with the Nyx and maybe getting charged or anything like that, but
5
they
seconds
should
remaining.
be fine. I think Puck is an easy. If he sees the charge, he just goes into the
Reserve
ground.
time.
Yeah, if they don't pick one up, Tusk is like pretty decent. Because he will also pick away a Blink Dagger and
5
Snowball
seconds
can
remaining.
do the job before the Blink comes in. Chaos Knife for Dire.
Ooh.
Dire only have
Radiant
2 seconds of
team
reserve
pick.
time left, so they gotta watch out for that. In my last 80-12 game, actually, we ran out of reserve time and randomed our last pick, which was super awkward. So we had to run a really
I was in
weird
that
comp.
game.
Oh,
We
right,
had the
yes,
core
you
lock.
were. You were. Oh,
The
and that
mid-core
worked. That
5
worked.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
It almost worked for a while. God.
We were doing
It
good
was
until we
fun.
lost.
Reserve time.
Yeah, because it was split push. I honestly think if we played that better, we won.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got split push. We just had to like clear out the lanes, push out the lanes better. And just don't let them do that shit.
Radiant's taking a lot of time to pick. They need a mid in their offlaner. I wouldn't hate a Quap here, although Quap can be very susceptible to a lot of what Dire's doing. But
Yeah, I mean having the blink is nice. Against a Spirit Breaker. And then she can pick up, I suppose, I mean, she's going to need a BKB.
they need their offlaner. Okay, Sand King, that's another offlaner that I've been
Bad
seeing a
dudes
lot more
banning someone
recently.
now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Sand King is super popular right now. I think last time I checked, he had the highest pick rate in the summit so far, although not a very great win rate. Less than 50%, but team are still picking him, so Sand King is still good. Something interesting that I like to point out, Venomancer is actually one of the most
5
popular heroes in the
seconds
summit
remaining.
right now.
I
honestly
love
don't know.
Venomancer.
The green
He's so
team
good.
is
It's I
banning
think
someone now.
honestly, I think even though you're kind of weak on supports, but one thing that I've faced up against it in a game, and it is just disgusting. Warlock
Yeah.
Venomancer, Fatal Bonds into his ult, into Poison Nova, is ridiculous. It is one of
Yeah.
the most ridiculous things you'll ever see
5
in this
seconds
game.
remaining.
They're so dead if they get the combo off. So I do like the Radiant banning it out because the hero, I don't know
Reserve
what
time.
pushed him into like this like viable tier all of a sudden. Like he was unpickable just a
Radiant
patch
team
ago,
pick.
and now he's suddenly really good. I can't remember what they changed in the patch notes, but
Yeah,
Like,
he's got great damage. His right click is even quite good with the poison touch. He's got good slows as well.
Yeah.
So he kind of fills that role, and then he can do a lot with a little just Poison Nova alone with no items. You can
5
do great
seconds
things
remaining.
with.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and he
I
can
mean,
push, and he's
yeah.
got pushing ability. Great
Five
division.
seconds
He's got
remaining.
defense,
Tinker.
right? Because he can just set up wards on high ground.
Dire team pick.
And people can't have a hard time pushing into it. And also, like, Roshan control is really strong because he can just set up wards everywhere, and you're not going to blink into it when you're getting constantly poisoned.
Tinker
So,
looks
yeah.
like an interesting pick. Is he kind of worried about the Spirit Breaker, who can just get a charge on
I
him and
think
kind of trap
Tinker-
where he's going?
I think Tinker wasn't, I don't know, frankly,
A
kind of
desperation
like,
pick.
5
4
seconds
seconds
remaining.
left.
yeah, I think it's a little bit of a
EU's
panic.
got 2 seconds. They got to pick.
Reserve.
Okay, OD. All right.
Okay, yeah, because the problem with Tinker is he's got countered already by 2 heroes already here. Like, Spirit Breaker can track him, give him vision, and Nyx Assassin can just spike Carapace his March. And will guarantee stun him. And
Stop
if
him
he's
from
in...
TPing.
Yeah, and also he grants Nyx vision of anyone who gets stunned by the thing. So if Tinker is doing the tree play, Nyx can just walk up into one of the marches and just
Find him.
spike Carapace and find him, and then and then Q him, and the Spirit Breaker will charge him, and yeah, so Tinker's gonna have a really hard time in this game. Yeah, I don't exactly know what they were thinking. I really do think it's just kind of a they're running out of
Desperation
time. Quickly pick something, yeah. Yeah, I do think like a character like Puck you suggested could have been a smart one. It would be a carrier for that Nyx. And also, you know, it's a safe lane against the pretty gank-heavy lineup that the EU rejects are bringing onto the table. Quap, as you also suggested, was fine.
It's pretty hard because a lot of those
Prepare for battle.
heroes that you think of as good mids that can scale a bit, but also provide a great lifestealer vehicle, they're all very squishy and susceptible to a few things that Dire have up their sleeve.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm like thinking what else they could have taken. But yeah, Quap seemed pretty good to me. I guess I'll have
Mid
it all
Ursa.
trade. Mid Ursa. But does he get ganked pretty easily though?
He can just man fight when he's getting ganked a lot of
Just
the
enough time
times.
to make a cup of tea.
Right. I mean, it's just hard. I guess also another thing was that they didn't want to, because they were the first pick, because EU rejects still hadn't picked their mid yet, so they knew they were going to a second pick. So, and then picking Ursa into an unknown and having them counter it can be really rough.
Got a little dot pause up in here, minus the dot.
Looks like Nick's just disconnected. Starting with the good old triple mango build for
Oh boy.
Nyx.
Oh boy.
Oh
That's
boy.
good though. Give him some of that HP regen. He's starting with 7.3. That's a considerable amount of HP regen out the gate.
Yeah.
And
No,
he'll have
Nyx has,
he'll have his PMS very shortly.
yeah. Has such a good base health regen. I mean, that's like why he's such an effective offlaner. Because he can sustain through most of the harass.
I was meant to have this.
I just realized
Patience from Zoe.
the boys, or no, EU rejects. They've got that. Did you see this in the workshop? The Witch Doctor
Oh,
Capri Sun Glock.
Yeah, no, I see it.
So
The
dumb.
gangster. Yeah,
love,
honestly.
love it, but it's dumb.
And then they made like I can't remember, they made a joke one for Earthshaker too, didn't they? Like some kind of basketball player one.
Oh yeah, Kobe or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. Some old memes.
Dang, this Nyx has got a big last hit range. I didn't even realize.
When it comes to auto attack range?
Yeah. Or like auto attack damage range, damage spread.
Oh yeah. Oh, 54 to 64, yeah, 10 damage spread. That's something I never paid attention to. I still don't even know why that's still in the game, honestly. Like, why is there a random chance to hit for less?
Yeah, that's pretty confusing. The charge is going forward, out from under the tower. That was quite a dive from Mafia.
Yeah. Oh, nice shards. Wow.
Yeah, Mafia
Nice
getting
burp.
stuck, and a nice stun. That'll be the first blood. Mafia getting killed by Rin, and even Chaos Knight taking a considerable amount of damage. Warlock's gonna have to get back. He has shards in 4 seconds. Oh, he could get him here. No, he's not gonna risk it. That was really
Good
close.
try. Burst strike is up.
Oh
again.
yeah, he's got him. He's got him trapped in the cogs. 1, 2. Oh, he's gonna be healing himself up,
Oh,
but the
the
burrow
body
strike is coming.
block.
Body blocked in right now. Oh, the Sand King isn't coming through. He's got the snowball though, and that'll be enough for a second one.
My god. Man. Amp? I guess that's what his name is? God, he knows how to play Tusk,
He's
man.
pushing
I
Tusk
started
to the
early
limit.
here. Yeah, like that was perfect. It trapped Spirit Breaker within the trees there, and then we saw there it put Warlock in an awkward position where he couldn't exit because there was a tree, and he stood in the only exit path. and body blocked it and got so many auto attacks though.
Warlock did have a tango though. Gonna point that out. Pingity ping ping.
Oh.
Charge coming in. It's going on to Rin. Rin's gonna have to burrow strike out of here, and he hits the Chaos Knight, but Chaos Knight does have a reality rift. He's caught inside of the upheaval. Beautiful upheaval usage, and that will be a dead bug.
And good reality shift usage to keep him in the upheaval.
Once again,
Charge coming on mid.
nice. A snowball. Oh, he's just barely going to be able to get out of there with that fairy fire usage. Wasn't trapped in the cogs, the ice shards long enough.
Yeah, no trees also at this time.
Oh, Gucci could be going down. Gucci's going down.
On the field of
We are not Gucci. Rin, once again, just showing how to play the Sand King as well. These caustics, these burrow strikes, exactly how they need to be. Great harass, keeping his target down, and then sees an opportunity, goes in immediately. He's in this lane all by himself. Another upheaval, but he's just gonna start punching into Warlock, and he's gonna do a burrow strike through these guys. Oh, burrow strike into some shards. Everyone is taking so much damage. Warlock, he's got his Shadow Word up, but they're going to have a burrow strike in 2 seconds. Is he going to be able to get it? He's in and under the tower. Out they go. 2 more kills. This combo is just showing up to this lane.
Yeah, Amp is making the plays happen. Also with Rin, I mean, good presence of mind there to not panic and run away in the upheaval. Or he didn't even use the burrow strike early to cancel the channeling of Warlock, because he knew while Warlock is channeling it, it's just free damage for him.
Yeah. And the Spirit Breaker was just tickling him.
Yeah.
I'll take your tribute.
Yeah, and the Caustic Finale just doing so much work because he was alternating targets between Spirit Breaker and Warlock.
Charge coming through on Tinker.
On.
OD. It's pretty low on HP. Charge is coming through. Oh, Tinker, he's sticking around for this deny. He gets it, but here comes the charge. Charge is going to hit. OD is not with him. An immediate bash, but here's this Tusk again. Tusk goes through. He's going on to OD. He has to get back. He's immediately going to get Astral, but here come the Rockets. Nice Fairy Fire usage is going to keep him alive a little bit longer. And now Tusk is on the run, getting charged. Hit, and the 17% bash. Here comes the Nyx Assassin. Gets themselves another kill, and he's using the Carapace to put some damage into Tinker. Tinker has the double damage, though, and some bottle charges. That will just be a beautiful turnaround there from EU Rejects.
Amp kind of misjudging the Ice Shard range there with the OD move speed.
Being just an absolute menace here in the top lane again.
Yeah, I mean, whenever Spirit Breaker isn't here, Rin is just free to go do whatever he wants.
Getting charged, but Nyx is coming to help now. Rin's gonna have to be a little more careful this time. He gets the charge. He's gonna get the 17%. They've got another stun. Come on, where's the bash? Reality Rift. He's under the tower. Nice usage is going to cancel that Sandstorm. And he makes it out of there!
That is
Rin,
no way.
what the hell?
There's no way that happens, oh my god. And Amp is just man-fighting 4 heroes. Oh, Rin's coming back in!
Rin, here comes the shards. He's going to hit into Mafia. They've got the Shadow Word onto Gucci, trying to keep him alive a little bit longer. But now they're ready to go back in. These boys don't stop. Rin, if he can just get a right-click, this guy... Oh, very nice. He carapaced the explosion from the Caustic Finale.
Caustic.
Both of these guys, the shards, once again, they're going to come in and punch into him. And they're even going to go for Chaos Knight. Reality Rift, just a couple more hits. They will get 4 out of this, just the 2 of them. Charge is coming in, and meanwhile, over, where did that other kill happen? It was in the mid, a nice gank onto OD with the Crystal Maiden rotation.
I'm assuming they was just trying to get the runes there, and they're fighting over the runes. But oh my god, like these 2 guys, they're 2v4ing.
This is Division B, are you sure?
Yeah, it almost feels like the boys are stacking. They're actually legitimate EG boys right now. Just
on their
playing
ults?
this game for fun. Yeah, on their ults. God, no, that was insane. Like, I don't know, like if I were them, I would have just ran because, you know, like, but they just knew their heroes' limits. They knew they could just take the fight on, like 2v4.
Tinker in a lot of trouble. He's dropping the march and he's getting astraled up. We got a rotation from Tusk coming in. He wants to save his buddy, and just the TP alone is gonna be enough, and he's gonna trap OD. Snowball in, and a laser, more than enough. They turn that around and pick up the OD kill.
Oh my god, this Amp is actually one of the best Tusk plays I've ever seen. These shards have been so great. There's the one like shard that he missed on OD like earlier, but like that was just kind of like a hard one because OD was juking it. But man, otherwise, like that shard was perfect.
Alright, Golgi, I'm afraid to ask this question for fear of the answer. How are these lanes shaken up? We're 8 minutes into the game.
Oh, I don't think I had to answer that question. Just look how ahead, like Tusk is. Like, he's a Persian 4 roamer and he has already been involved in 8 kills.
This'll come in handy.
Absolutely crazy. Man, I can't believe they added it. I mean, I'm glad they added the Russian lines in for the voice chat because they also need, the Russian casters need love too, but
Yeah.
I love the yeah, but it goes on for so long.
Rin, once again, just pushing this hero to the limit. Sand King,
3
look at what he's
seconds
doing to this Chaos Knight. He's got an upheaval onto him. He's getting charged, but he doesn't care. We know that Rin does not care. He'll
Yeah, he
fight
knows he can
3
take
of you.
this.
He's getting charged. Here comes the charge, but oh, Chaos Knight, you can't go in there.
Yeah, Rin
Seeing
is
how low
bullying
and knowing
all
that there's 3 people there.
heroes.
This Tusk, he only goes for ganks where there's like at least 4 enemy heroes on the other team, or at least 3. He doesn't go for the one person pickoff. He goes for maximum effect.
Yeah. Well, why make small money when you can make the big money? And OD's been used jungling too because he just can't
Here
stay
they
in the
go,
lane.
diving under. Oh, the shard's not gonna hit this time,
Tower, everyone
but they don't care.
Yeah,
They
there's
are
no
going
personal
to
pressure
deal
on
with this tower. Oh, Nick's getting gone on right now by Lifestealer. Stun, it's gonna catch both, very nice, and he goes invisible. They don't have anything to stop him. Instead, they're gonna turn and take that Crystal Maiden, a little bit out of position, and now Lifestealer is on the run. Spirit Breaker is here. Salve up, trying to get out, but they've got his buddy. Oh, you can't go anywhere. You know Tusk is going to be here. Tusk is going to turn around, shards up, just the pixel is perfect onto that Spirit Breaker. Immediate use of the Infest Bomb. And that'll be a dead Spirit Breaker. They will trade. They will take their 5 for your 4.
Yeah, that was, man, again, like perfect ice shards. Like that was like so good that it pushed him
Bad dude's
backwards.
top tower gonna fall over soon.
It just didn't trap him, even just kind of like dragged him backwards a little bit. It's crazy. Man, Tusk is one of those heroes I feel like is so ineffective
Dire's top tower is under attack.
if he's like played him properly, but when he's played properly, God, he is
All right, Rin's getting
one of the
charged.
strongest heroes.
They actually might be able to do something about this. He's got a Burrow Strike. No Burrow Strike yet. Here comes the Chaos Bolt. Are they going to get... No! Rin finally going down. Despite all this pressure that Rin has been applying, he's only worth 174 gold.
It was 174 gold each for those 2 heroes, so it's like a 340 gold kill.
I would expect... It just feels like he's been... I guess Tusk is the real value hero here to get a kill on. I can imagine what he's worth.
I mean, he is not worth a lot
Dire's
of
middle
net worth.
tower is under attack.
I suppose that's the thing. I guess the net worth difference isn't big enough for you to earn like huge amount of money. I'm sure they got like XP out of it though.
Dire's bottom tower
Charge is coming through onto Tinker. Tinker could be in some trouble. He's very far out. Here comes the charge and a bash immediately.
Oh, no.
But it pushed him down. What? The one time you don't want to bash. Pushes him down the hill just out of the range of that Nick stun. Impale.
Yeah, that was
Dire's bottom tower
unlucky.
is under
Still
attack.
pretty terrible for them. They might get something out of this one. Oh,
Tusk could be fine. He's gonna throw the shards, immediately follows up with the snowball and the Tusk Walrus Punch. Here comes a nice ultimate from Crystal Maiden. She's getting it through, and Spirit Breaker charges through the field. It hurts so bad. Now Spirit Breaker's getting chased down. Immediately gonna try and TP, but the shards are there. Pick up 2 for their trouble.
at least Quartz
Top is all nasty and brokey.
Sweep Pool is going to deny the mid lane tower at least.
I'll take your tribute.
So it's not all lost. So we finally see the new net worth bar thing that constantly tinkering with current. So Radiant finally having the net worth advantage enough to be able to show that they have less than 5k lead.
Yeah, I don't. Me and TJ were commenting. We don't know like this new one. I think the
Me
tug
neither.
of war graph was just so much better.
Yeah, I like either the percent one or the exact net worth one, but this thing is just, I don't know. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you accurate portrayals. It doesn't give you percentage differences.
Nyx, he's got his Vendetta up. He's chasing down Lifestealer. I don't think he has the damage to kill, but there is a CM here he could go for. His Vendetta's wearing off soon. No, he is just going to retreat to safety. Smoke up from Tusk and Sand King. They are ready to go fight people. They are going to go here and kill. Nyx is going to use that Carapace. Stun up onto Tinker. Tinker chasing him down. We got the boys in. Here comes Tusk. Snowball in. It hits him. Here comes the Ice Shards. Walrus Punch. And a nice Epicenter is going to go into the backline. Defensive Astral. OD could be in a lot of trouble here. 1-2. Giving him the boopity. Taking that boy down. That's 2 out. Nice smoke rotation. And the boys... did they get that tier 3 or was it gone? Or that tier 1 or was it gone already?
I think it was gone already. They just dove straight in for that one. Yeah, this is just looking super rough. Currently, Tusk is only 800 gold away from CK's net worth. Yeah, that's a bad sign.
Modzor in the chat is wondering why my minimap is on the right. Because I am Han Trash and I click my minimap corner on accident all the time and it's killed me. And it took me a bit to get used to swapping it, but once I did, I cured that problem.
Maybe you should change it back for the streams.
Hell no, I would be so confused. Nyx, though, is under a sentry, and he's going to get snowballed, taking so much damage. Vendetta not going to save you, sir.
Alright,
Nice
they
Burrow
messed up
Strike
with the
once
Tusk.
again. Rin, just the edge limits of this hero. Root up onto OD. OD is going to go down again. These boys, they are the boys. They stick together like boys.
Yeah.
They do.
No,
they
no,
do
they're
so
also
much. Their
coordination.
rotations. Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone, go now!
And they've been hitting their timing right now. They know they can push strong right like this. And Tinker already has a boots of travel, so he can push out all the lanes and make sure that they're not getting split pushed. And then Tinker can join the fight whenever the actual fight breaks out. Oh, the Warlock might be in a little bit of trouble here. But he's hiding in the trees.
He'll
Oh,
get
what?
you just fine. Rin doing a good job predicting that he's hiding there somewhere, but unfortunately picked the wrong bushel of trees.
Yeah.
Thicket, the wrong thicket.
Yeah, you don't really expect people to be hiding here like, in the mid game. In the mid game, yeah, the place he checked out is usually people's favorite spot. But it gives you more options to juke into other bushes.
Yeah, and a lot of times, I mean, I know I forget to have TPs on me sometimes, so I have to go purchase one and then try to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, good point.
They will not see what hit them.
Alright, so I think the Ingle next assassin is getting his Midas cratered out. There it is. Decent timing, honestly, for I guess how badly his team was doing. Here comes the offlane next. Blink Dagger picked up on Tinker. So he's gonna be able
Tusk.
to push the aggression.
Oh man, he's got a medallion and he's already turning that thing into a solar crest.
Yeah.
This'll come in handy.
Only a few hundred gold away from that one. He got invested up right now. He has Invis Rune. Yeah, this Warlock knows something is up. He doesn't want to show his face. Yeah, I won't find anything with this Invis Rune. Not just
Dire's
yet.
bottom tower is under
He's
attack.
tipping top with the Nakes inside of him. They find the Spirit Breaker.
Yep, he's gonna try and charge out. He's getting snowballed. It's not gonna hit. He's a little too fast. Oh, and it left Tusk up on the hill. They have no way to get him down.
No, they need to like drag a creep over.
Drag a creep over. Yeah, they gotta wait for this to respawn. Is there anything that's in range? They might be able to get these if they can clear out the trees.
Yeah, well, this is super awkward. They will actually have to wait like 20 seconds for the camp to respawn, I think.
He's pinging it. He wants him to try and bring one of these over.
Yeah.
Where's sad trombone? Wah, wah, wah.
Alright, yeah, they're
Is
doing
he gonna
it.
get it? He got it! Alright, they're down. What if he got stuck in these trees afterward? Like in some weird position behind.
I mean, at that point, hopefully Nyx has a... No, he doesn't even have a quelling blade. He couldn't even cut out of it. Dude, that would've been awkward. But, no. Yeah, that was super bad because they were actually wasting time on the carry also, because that was the time he wasn't spending farming.
Yeah, he's just sitting inside a tusk right now.
Yeah. And they give up now. I mean, he hasn't fessed back up in 3 seconds because he wasn't so long.
So apparently, the Tusk player's name is LMM.
LMM? Okay. I'll keep that in
But
mind.
the client, I'm guessing it's some kind of foreign character or something like that, so.
Yeah.
E ampersand. Something, I don't know.
Pam.
Pam, 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 pam. Pam, 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 pam.
Was LMNT?
Madman's top
What
tower's
you
gonna
said?
fall over soon.
LMM. Elm. I'm just
LMM.
gonna call him Elm. Or we can just call him
Elm.
Tusky Boy.
Hey, if he just keeps on playing Tusk, maybe he's a hero spammer.
Rin gets charged. Epicenter
Rin
being
is
used.
just-
Oh, he jumps up. Not
Yeah.
gonna find anybody. He's gonna find the Nyx assassin, who will be able to stop one of those with a spike carapace, but everyone else is around.
And that was a super unlucky for Nyx right there. Because Sand King was just channeling the epicenter just to
Expecting a
preemptively
fight mid or
against-
something. Yeah, the spirit
Yeah,
breaker,
the
right?
charge of darkness or something like that. But you know, he wisely canceled that. But unfortunately, Nyx was still in the neighborhood, so he just gets caught.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, so far after the kind of disastrous laning phase that the E Rejects has had, they've been pretty
Dire's
good at playing
bottom tower
defensively.
is under attack.
Yeah,
They
they're
make
trying to
sure-
recover now. We're not seeing any of those big, like multiple people dying fights. Maybe just a guy getting
Yeah.
picked here and there.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under attack.
they've been good at these defensive wards. They actually haven't lost a lot of tower because they're out behind there. They're actually gonna finally lose their first tier
Dire's
2
bottom
now.
tower is under attack. That bottom tower you
And
built is
no one has
cracked
died in a
anyway,
while until, you know, Ingel kind of got caught in the wrong area. But he does have that, you know, hand of Midas to try to catch up back into the game.
I kind of want those fights coming back. Those were just hype.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, if we want a closer game
Dire's
though,
middle tower is under
E
attack.
Rejects are doing what they need to do to try to catch up.
They're doing a great job of leveraging every little tiny bit of map that they have. They've got good vision in their jungle, and they're just pushing their jungle and their farming here to the limit. Charge gets canceled. There it comes, Rin
Close
coming
right.
through once forward along with that Tusk. Oh, gonna
nice
get some
grip.
damage out, but they've got the vision there to take down the Nyx again.
Yeah.
This is a
I
sad
mean,
game for Nyx. He can't do what he wants to do. They're doing a really good job of hanging around areas where they have detection.
Yeah. Also, the problem is, I mean, he's so behind. He only has a hand of Midas. Even if he does find someone to kick, I'm not sure if he has the damage to be able to kill them.
Yeah, no level 2 Vendetta
Tower
yet.
is under attack.
Yeah. Considering the boys also have been
Dire's
sticking
middle
together
tower
so
has
well.
fallen.
Crystal Maiden dewarding up here, putting up her own ward, and now EU Rejects need to do something about this. This little bit of map control they had, they cannot lose it right now.
Yeah.
But what choice do they have?
This ward by the CM is very telling, obviously. They're looking to push the last tier 2 tower, and they have all the vision they need to do it. And this is a basically impossible tower to defend. When the opponents have the jungle vision advantage, you really can't take this fight. Because they see exactly what you're doing behind the lines, and I think EU Rejects recognize this, and they're just going to farm the other side of the map. They could try farming the Radiant jungle. I mean, sometimes when you're super behind and you know your jungle is warded, the chances of them having their own jungle warded is pretty low.
See,
Yeah,
this
they're
is
going to
why
give up this tower.
this is why I hate this this new gold advantage thing. Is it's showing above 5k? Okay, we look at it. It's approaching 13k. It's gonna be over that now that this tower
Are you
goes down.
really serious? It's 13k
Yeah.
difference? Oh yeah, that's awful. Hey, this network thing is super awful. I mean, it wasn't like the percentage which gave you the sense of how ahead someone was, or it doesn't give you the exact amounts like the old one did. Just worst of both worlds.
Oh, they're gonna
no,
come and
CK.
find the Chaos Knight in the backline, and they're gonna snowball forward and catch two. Immediately, Warlock is gonna get hit up. They've got the freezing field. They're gonna feed 1, 2, 3. They're gonna chase down the Nyx Assassin. Uncharacteristically, those shards are off, but it doesn't matter. Sand King's gonna be able to blink forward and get the Burrow Strike now. Spirit Breaker's on the run. He's gonna get hit by some rockets and a laser, but GG is called. That was a rough games. I want to see the EU rejects rebalance, recover for game 2, and let's see what they can bring to the table.
I am banning Tusk if I were him next game, because
Maybe then the
that was
Sand King
not-
too, right? That Sand King off lane was
yeah,
so difficult to deal with.
yeah. But like LMN, he set up everything in the early game and got them rolling so hard. So, I mean, I would be scared of that Tusk. That is like my first ban if I was on the E reject side.
Yep. All right, you guys. I'm gonna put up a wait screen while we get into the next game, and we'll see you here in a minute.
Teams banning someone now.
Welcome back to Echo League Season 2. EU Rejects versus the Boys. Game 2.
Radiant team banned.
We are live and back. EU Rejects versus the Boys. The Boys taking a very convincing Game 1. We need to get an admin on the case because we are under the impression that this is actually EG smurfing in the B division.
Yep.
Radiant team.
No, that
No
was
Tusk ban.
pretty nuts. No toss ban. I'm surprised. The Boys will be banning out the Spirit Breaker, interestingly enough. Even though they dealt with it quite well last game. The Dire decided to pick up ban a CM. Maybe they think the CM was a problem because I mean honestly Tusk and
remaining.
Sand King have all the mana they wanted to spam out all those spells. So maybe they think they can deal with
Reserve
the aggression
time.
of Tusk without all that mana to spam the spells.
Well, they're taking all their reserve time. I'm wondering, are they debating if they just want to pick the Tusk now, or if they think that EU Rejects might take it themselves as kind of a deny pick? I don't know if they have anyone who plays it, but
Yeah, it's a little interesting whenever we see, a little bit of reserve time being used for the first pick. I think it usually points at, there was some kind of a pick they weren't, ban they weren't expecting. So I'm assuming they were really wanting to pick up the Crystal Maiden first again. But then I'll pick up the Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor. This is someone, they banned the Crystal Maiden, so they're just going to pick up the Witch Doctor. I see it as a good replacement, a great 5, and, that big, impactful team fight ult as well.
Yeah. Just like all of his spells are so impactful. I guess like Voodoo Restoration is just like okay, but your Maledict, Paladin Cask, that's what all these abilities used correctly can be pretty insane.
Team pick.
Alright, Silencer is a great pickup, I think, to kind of halt that aggression that the Boys were able to put out. I wonder, it's picked first though, so I assume the Boys are probably going to have some idea up their sleeve as to how to circumvent this.
Yeah.
Be able to still fight while silenced, or just, be effective.
Yeah,
5
don't pick
seconds
any
remaining.
like big team fighting combo ultimates that you need to make sure they go off together.
Reserve
And
time.
otherwise it should be fine. The Silencer can be a little weird, but the
Radiant
advantage
team
of having a character like Silencer is the fact that he can be a play support or a position 1 or position 2. So he can go into whatever lane that they feel comfortable with, depending on how the draft shapes out. Alright, so will we see the Tusk again? Yep, there it is. So Dire are going to pick up a lot, I think as safe as it gets offlaner this time. The Nyx had a hard time last game. I mean, mostly it was because he was forced to roam a lot in the early game rather than sit in his lane and soak up XP because his team was struggling so much that he had to TP out, and they had that mess of a 4v2 fight
The
which
green
didn't go their
team is
way,
banning
and they got so
someone
behind
now.
from that. But Darkseer is going to be able to get out of the lane whatever he needs, no matter what happens, really. Unless the Boys won't pick up like an Oracle or something, which doesn't make sense. Faces Void gets banned out. We see a Sand King also get banned out for a reject, as you pointed out.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rin, he pushed that hero to the absolute limit in that lane. He was able to sit by himself against 3 and come out on top consistently. He just knows this hero inside
5
and out.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, remember when he also solo ganked by 4 of them,
Radiant
and he
team
juked them
banned.
all with the Sandstorm?
And then got away, and then Tusk came,
Yeah.
and he killed all 4 of them with just him and Tusk.
Yeah.
Absolute
Yeah,
ridiculous synergy. Not just with the
Dire
heroes,
team
but
pick.
with these players. I think you can tell that LMM and Rin have probably played together significantly and are definitely on the same page as players.
Yeah. No, that just felt like there was no hesitation there. They both knew that they wanted to go in and just went in. Sven being banned out, I like the
5
ban. It's a classic combo with Darkseer. Vacuum into Stormhammer.
Reserve
Into
time.
choppity chop chop.
Yeah. And he's one of the strongest carries right now. so it can't hurt banning it out.
They have Dire has the Dark Seer, so do you think maybe a anti-mage pick here might be not so bad? They obviously I don't think they want to pick it right now, but if the Sven's gone, there's an option for them. Someone, just other people with a good cleave or the ability to put out a lot of damage. A Jakiro would do it if you can get a good macro on top of that with Ice Path.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Jakiro, I like the idea of Jakiro. I mean, it's a very strong support that doesn't get killed by Tusk very easily because he's super tanky. He can stand and fight against Tusk when he gets sharded. If he just dual breaths him, that attack slow can be more than enough to be able to solo him.
And the liquid,
5 seconds remaining.
combine the dual breath and the liquid fire, and that Tusk
Yeah.
is not going to be doing too much damage.
Reserve time.
He'll be punching through molasses.
Yeah. So I think Jakiro is a solid pick. It's just all around good hero. Got CC, can push towers. Got AoE combo with Darkseer. So maybe they are going for a very team fight oriented draft here. We still don't know. I mean, they can take this either way.
Omni Knight.
The
Omni
Omni. Ooh.
Right.
Dire team pick.
Let's go with the offlane Omni. He also has been pretty popular in this summit so far.
So Omni, I'm guessing. Do you think he's going to go into Greaves so that he can purge off the Silencer ult and then repel
Most
someone?
likely. Yeah, most likely. Greaves is going to be super core on his build
5
this
seconds
game
remaining.
for sure. Just any game with a lot of silences, you should build it.
Reserve time.
So is this going to be a 4 Omni, or you think this is a 3 Omni? This is probably a 3 Omni,
it's
right?
3. It's 3 for sure. He's
The aggressiveness that you can bring out of an Omni Knight in an offlane situation like that is pretty insane. I am excited to see Rin on this hero.
yeah, Rin and LMM is gonna push these guys. I'm pretty sure too, and insane amount of aggression. And I don't want to be diving towers because they have heal bombs on their side too. Also, of course, they don't have the stun, but Degen Aura is.
More than enough to chase him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, snowball into Degen Aura snowball into Purification. The Degen Aura shard him up, and they're stuck in there just getting punched. This is.
Yeah, I don't think LMM.
So Dire needs to do something about these two then. What do you think will disrupt the aggression that they have? Jakiro, obviously, Liquid Fire, great harass tool. This is. Do you think this is a core silencer or more than likely a support silencer? Right.
More than likely support it. Yeah, usually when you see it first picked, you want to run in support because otherwise you'll get countered a little hard. And Radiant already are pretty in good position to be able to fight against a core silencer. Having characters that are durable enough to fight. Okay, Weaver. This is going to be probably a position 1 Weaver.
I like it. I think that's a real good way to deal with the Tusk Omni Knight. Very slippery, so that even he can't get body blocked, he can just Shikuchi out. Good minus armor from Swarm and good damage. Just good harass all the way around. They've got, instead of all the sort of melee, where they had 2 melees and the Warlock trying to go up against the Sand King. Now they've got these great ranged heroes that can put out a lot of harass. It's a good way to deal. Very, very good response from EU Rejects. They took what happened with the last game. They know how Rin and LMM are going to play this, and so they're going to draft around it and try and give themselves a better lane. So EU Rejects still looking for their mid, most likely. Could be Silencer. We doubt it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the Swarm is an effective tool to deter people from diving you like that. Like, you're not gonna... Well, once the bugs are on you, you're definitely not going to just,
Go through the tower.
keep going, yeah. Because you're going to be losing so much armor if you don't take those bugs off ASAP.
Dire team banned.
Alright, so we will see a Puck. It was a hero they were thinking of them picking last game. They picked the Tinker into a Spirit Breaker and Nyx, and it turned out to work quite well.
Yeah, Puck, he's sitting pretty here. He's gonna get himself a Yules, so he's not too worried about the Silencer. And then after that, how do they deal with the Puck? They can Ice Path if he goes underground, but it's only gonna do so much for them.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I also like the Puck quite a bit. He can use the Silence to be able to prevent Weaver from being able to get his ult off, and it's an AoE, so it's hard for Weaver to dodge it. As you said, it's quite safe against the Silencer because of how he's naturally built. And it's also pace setter, someone that can initiate because they know they can't rely on Rin anymore to initiate because he's not on the Sand King anymore. Omni Knight is definitely more of a on the back line or in the front line rather, but not initiating hero. So they need an initiator mid, and Puck will be a perfect pace setter for that. So all they're looking for is a carry, and I mean, if they want to go with the Lifestealer again, I think looks okay. I mean, there is a lot of strength heroes on the EU reject side. But as someone that can also be durable enough to be able to fight through a lot of the thing, they have good setup with the Tusk and the Puck. Or they can take someone who can really capitalize on the repel from Omni Knight. EU Reject already banned on the PA, which is a good idea. PA Omni Knight is a pretty classic combo. Maybe they won't ban out the Queen. Yeah, I agree with the Queen of Pain ban. It would be pretty hard to catch Queen of Pain in this game. They decide to go for that.
Seconds remaining.
Right, so not a lot of reserve time left for these guys. Chaos Sniper.
They're going to take the CK this time, and that is going to give them quite a bit of catch with that Reality Rift and more in Chaos Bolts.
Yeah.
One thing with the boys is they had very, very good lockdown and used it quite effectively, so it's unsurprising to see them pick up a hero like the Chaos Knight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and Chaos Knight is not someone you see paired up with Omni Knight a lot.
5 seconds
Templar
I mean,
remaining.
as any carry can, he should be able to use a repel quite well. TA coming out for a reject, which is a very good pick. There isn't any kind of damage over time from the boys, so her shield should be able to have a lot of mileage in this game. And I suppose the boys picked the Chaos Knight because EU Reject's ability to counter illusions is really, really, really low. So hopefully they can, get carried away once the Chaos Knight has some items, get a heart on that guy with some armlet, and then he can just use phantasms and then kill everyone.
So one thing that I like with EU Reject's current lineup as well is that they look like they've set themselves up to have a much better laning phase than last game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose like the problem with the EU Reject side was they picked a very aggressive early game. I guess when they had the Warlock and the Spirit Breaker, I guess, so it wasn't even that aggressive. Yeah, it was more of a mid lane draft. You're right. It was more like a mid-game draft when it comes to their like ganking potential with the Nyx plus Spirit Breaker, but they never got off the ground. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, this Silencer Jakiro combo is going to be a pain for the offlane to deal with. He starts out with the Poor Man's Shield. This smart idea. He's going to be right-click quite a bit in this lane. From Weaver, Silencer, Jakiro. Oh, Ingel, saying GG, well played.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Guess what, Golgi? I had the waiting screen on that entire draft.
Wow!
Oh no. I mean, we're going to get used to it, I suppose. It's part of the experience. Sorry to the viewers. We're just newbie streamers trying to make things work.
Shanghai in it.
Hey, we have 10 viewers.
Yes, we do. We're up to, I think, 15 towards the end of last game. Already, Rin and LMM getting so aggressive.
Oh my god, who's
They
surprised?
did not get the degen aura, but nice job from Mafia. He's going to slow them up a little bit. Held that point and picked up the ice path, I think, to make sure his boys will be good. Oh gosh, but a
Oh my
purification
God.
means that he's putting so much damage into Silencer, and now Tuss is going to be finding him. The ice path is going to be just off. He barely misses with the shards, and now Rin is on the back foot. Tusk is trying desperately to get him, but he's juking and jiving and dodging around. Oh, Omni Knight, he's so close. Oh no, the shards, 5 seconds. Omni Knight could be the first one to go down, but they might get it first. 1,
He's gonna
2,
get it.
3, he's gonna get the
my
first
God.
blood. And Rin is running into the trees, just wasting all of their time. Here we go, Weaver is gonna get a kill, and that will set Weaver up for a nice lane. Incredible. Just both of these teams that time were playing incredibly.
Wait, why is there 2 range creeps on top? Oh no, it's the second lane of creeps. Oh, I didn't even realize they
my
wasted the
gosh.
entire first wave of creeps. And I was like, why are there 2 range creeps? Doesn't make any sense.
I was still waiting for the bounties to spawn.
Yeah. Wow, that level 151 for so long. I mean, it's their, I guess, marquee trait. LMM and Rin, these boys, just going ham every time. I would love to see the Tusk pick up a Orbital Venom here, or Rin. Yeah, we're talking about how Rin's going to have a bad time in here, but nope. Not when there's going to bring LMM here to just dual lane the entire time.
Oh boy. Yeah, these guys, they have already shown exactly what they plan to do at the beginning of this game, and that is be as aggressive as possible.
Yeah, just a little unfortunate that LMM, you know, everyone makes mistakes. He got the shards to push away the silencer instead of keeping him around.
Gotta pause. Did they say what's going on with the pause? Just wait.
He
Request
said
from
wait,
E
yeah.
rejects. Maybe someone's having some lag or something. So Puck TA. This is typically a TA favored matchup, right?
Yeah, and Puck can't do anything against TA. Just doesn't have any damage coming out fast enough to be able to break through that shield, and her attack speed is quite slow. And Templar's can just like stand there and fight Puck, and even if Puck lands a silence against TA, TA doesn't care.
Yeah, the real good, the Jakiro, good guy to come and gank a TA, unfortunately, is on the same team as TA, so
Yeah.
Puck doesn't really have a... I mean, between Witch Doctor and Tusk, obviously Tusk, we've seen what he can do. It's gonna be not the easiest lane for Puck. It's gonna be really on the supports and how well they play to help him out. Already taking a number of side blades to the face.
Yeah, EU rejected the last pick this game, and they're making it work real well with the TA. They knew, oh my god.
Every hit is hitting this Puck, yeah.
Yeah. And then the deny side blade hit there.
Or aggression, yeah, aggression on top. Tusk and Omni just going straight through the tower. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, LMM this time realized he doesn't have a CM to keep him up, but he bought like a bunch of clarities to help sustain himself.
Tusk trying to go for the bounty rune, but he's gonna find a silencer instead. He's got shards.
Yeah,
Shards trapping him in. He's gonna start punching away, blocking it. Body blocks just out of control.
Oh my god!
Hitting him. He can't do anything.
Snowball?
Oh,
Regeneration.
I was wondering if he was going to snowball to
pop it, but still get the snowball off, right? Yeah. No, he's rotating to mid. He's going on to TA. He's got the snowball. He's gonna ice shards him in. Trapped. Snowball. Oh, he doesn't have enough mana, and now he's taking a ton of hits from the tower. 1, 2. Oh, he's gonna go down to the liquid fire. Very good rotation from Jakiro, making sure this TA does not fall victim to those Tusk shenanigans.
Thanks.
Yeah, and Saint Sob coming in just in the right time to steal that 2 intelligence away from him. Just get the maximum value. So E rejects. Oh, down 1 quartz again.
Oh gosh, TA.
Yeah, LMM did not have enough of that blood, so he's just gonna look for more engagements here.
This guy's thirsty.
Yeah.
He's still hanging around. No, he's headed back to the top. He's ready to go.
EU rejects have kind of been responding pretty well to LMM's aggression so far.
Side blades apply directly to the forehead. Side blades apply directly to the forehead.
Denied.
Yeah, Corey's having an easy time with this lane.
Alright, Rin, he's getting ready to be a menace now. He's got his Tusk behind him. He's getting super aggressive because he's trying to bait this aggression out. Speed though, Stovey, he's gonna put the Last word on him. Take a lot of damage. Mafia?
They get scouted out by these bold creeps here. So they know elements. I think they already knew before. I don't know they did. They did. They had the word up here.
This poor Puck, his illusory orbs are on, but
Just what
TA is just using that those refractions so good that he's never getting any damage out on her, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
Invisibility
he
up
can
on
do
the Puck.
anything in.
Invisibility.
And Puck's job in this lane is just trying to find as
Oh,
much farm as
immediately
possible.
they're gonna get. Oh, Weaver. Maybe he could have done a blind shards to get him. Omni Knight could be in a little trouble now. He takes the dual breath, and he's got, yeah, this Omni. What a good push from those ice shards once again, but they have all the damage they need. Yeah, that's great. Not just to pull enemies back, but this LMM, he was able to push his friend forward. Perfect, pixel perfect use of those ice shards.
Yeah, those bunch of range supports definitely coming in handy here, being able to kite out those aggression from Rin. Yeah, I really do like E-Reject's draft here. They have
Rin's still just being a menace. Able to get purifications out onto Weaver. Weaver, unfortunately, just too close to a creep.
I feel like they should try to pick up some kind of a sentry or something for this lane. It might give them more kill opportunities on this Weaver. Or they might be just constantly trying to go for the Silencer and the Kiro instead.
QWERTY unfortunately popped the refraction a little too late, and he took that orb damage, but he's not worried about it. Look at the, oh man, these side blades. Immediately he's going to drop the Dream Coil onto QWERTY. Here comes the Tusk. He's silenced up. Tusk comes in. Maledict is on him as well, taking quite a bit of damage. He's running the other way. He's got traps. Is he going to be able to get out of here? Still 10 seconds to another Ice Shards, but Witch Doctor is coming up. He uses the slow. Puck is right in front of him, taking a lot of damage, and the orb will take him down. They get the TA.
You're impertinent.
Whew. And that was a lot of gangs. What was? No, that wasn't even a smoke. He just walked up during the nighttime from both sides. Well coordinated, as we're used to from the boys. This time Beam making the plays happen along with LMM.
Alright, Tusk and Omni, they're ready to go again. Tusk, he's got smoke, no dust or anything, no sentries. I don't think they want to get
on the angle. One more tick on the Maledict.
Ooh, last tick.
Yeah, he was TPing out, but unfortunately, not quick enough.
Puck is in a bit of a precarious position. Taking a lot of damage from TA, but he's got a regen rune bottled up, so he is not too worried. Now Rin is in, they're going to start putting the damage in, and they're ready to go. Immediately, they send the snowball across the ice path and start bringing him up. Nice block, and a pause in the middle of the gank!
What happened? Need to fix it? I don't think he even knew what was going on. Okay, this is awkward, but I mean, unfortunately
This is a dead
for the
silencer.
boys,
Yeah,
they
great,
missed the purification.
great snowball. They snowball, and he picks up the Omni Knight in route. It goes over the ice path. They immediately hit Silencer. Degen Aura up. He's trying to get out of there. Another well-placed shards. He's trapped in here. They're going to start beating him up. And I think EU Rejects here, look at how much... They've still got HP and mana. They don't want to sit here and fight these guys. They will kill Jakiro next.
Yeah, no, for sure. They don't have the detection to be able to kill Swag, but I mean, they definitely got enough damage to kill Jakiro. And Omni Knight's purification will be off for that one too. Already 2-level in Degen Aura. Surprisingly, none of them got Overvenom. They just like boots and running at people. I guess with good shard usage, slow doesn't matter. Silencer does have 3 charges on that magic stick, but I'm not sure if it's going to do anything here.
I think QWERTY puppied his monitor after that gank where he got killed.
Yeah, well, it was pretty brutal. Alright, they're good to go.
Alright, back to the top. 1, 2, 3 hits from Silence. He's gonna run into the illusory orb. Easy kill for Puck. He says, I'll take that, thank you. And as we recommended, EU rejects are just gonna back to the tower. They do not want to fight these guys. Nice illusory orb is gonna go in. It's actually getting this Weaver. Weaver's taking so much damage. He's gonna get the time lapse off. But here comes the snowball. He's got a Shikuchi in just 2 seconds. Now he's got to run. They're gonna switch the target to Jakiro, so they won't get that Weaver. But there's no way Jakiro's making it out of this one. And a kill onto Darkseer as well.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's really hard. Normally you're pretty safe on Darkseer with that surge out, but Chaos Bolt and a Reality Rift are more than enough to pretty much negate your
Radiant's middle tower is
surge.
under attack.
Yeah, Ingle just gotta play this more safely. Like, don't show up into lane, just Iron Shell the creeps and send them forward. And make sure he's...
Oh, Puck could be in a bit of trouble. There's a haste on TA if she chooses to use it.
Send not to. I mean, Puck is...
Oh my
wow,
God.
side blade, so.
Every hit with this guy. Querdy, you monster! Be gentle.
Both these teams seem like quite good for B Division, honestly. At least from what I've seen so far from Echo League. It's quite an impressive plays.
What are you saying? There's Smurfs in Echo League, Golgi? Oh, we know EG's playing in Echo League. Immediately they've got a
Ingo bot lane.
Maledict into the Darkseer.
Oh.
Death Ward is used. No chance to get out of there. That's exactly what I was talking about. He's trying to cast the Surge and Chaos Bolt stops it. He gets the Surge off and starts running away. It didn't matter, he was dead at that point, but a Reality Rift says, I don't think you're going anywhere, sir.
Yeah, he just can't show up in lane. He just gotta Iron Shell the melee creeps and then just back out of the lane. He does have a Soul Ring already. He can also go into jungle. He's also a very good jungler with the Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't
Clarity's
show up in
letting
the lane.
LMM though. No, that shit ain't gonna fly in my lane. He put some serious damage into Tusk.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Yeah, he's gonna be running back. Alright, Carry going for the good old build that scored first build on Puck.
Oh
They
no,
find
they're
Sway.
going on to Weaver. He's going to be able to time-lapse out and Shikuchi away. Still no dust or anything. Oh, they do have dust. They didn't use it yet. They waited for the time-lapse. They are going to wait for the perfect opportunity now. Time-lapse is down. If Weaver stays here, gets caught, he's going to get caught. There they go. Shikuchi's away. No, they don't have Snowball. They don't have Ice Shards. Weaver? If he goes back to lane, this could be really bad.
Go, now.
He's going to go back to lane. Rin's going to find him. It's going in. Oh no, this is a disaster. It's going into the trees. He's not getting seen right now. He cannot show himself here.
Yeah, LMM holding onto that dust. He wasn't exactly sure which direction we were went, so Jakiro's going to be coming to help him out. But his tower's going to die
But
pretty
if Weaver
soon.
comes in, yeah, if Weaver comes in, he's gone. They get a kill on Darkseer in the bot lane again.
Did something really
Weaver's here.
evil and owned their own top tower.
No time lapse, 5 seconds. He doesn't have mana for it either. He's gonna have to save it up. If he uses one more Shikuchi or anything like that, his dust is primed and ready to go. There they go.
There you go.
He's gonna hit him. Oh, they use the Shikuchi. They've got the dust. He could get in. Coconut just bouncing back and forth. Weaver's gonna go backwards into the trees. They just get the Maledict onto the Jakiro. They switch again, says, okay, we can't get you, Weaver, but that's alright. We'll take something.
I honestly don't know what LMM is holding these dust for, honestly. He should have just used them as soon as the snowball connected to slow him down.
Hey, forget about
At the
Weaver's
very
coming through.
least.
He's gonna get caught here. He's gonna get seen. He knows he's there. He saw the chance. He's gonna go in. Oh, he doesn't even need the dust.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was saving this dust. Why waste the money?
Dyer's bottom
He knew exactly how that kill was going down. He could see the future.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chaos Knight just taking a tier 1 for himself. By himself.
TA wants something out of this one though.
Witch Doctor sustain. I don't know if TA can fight into these guys. They've got the Coconut. Coconut's ready to go. She's gonna throw it. Bounces back and forth. Unfortunately, he goes to the creep camp, and she will just remove Witch Doctor from this game. Now she says, alright, Rin, this stuff doesn't fly. Tusk, you're next. Come on, buddy. It's gonna slow him down. He starts TPing immediately, but they don't have anything. He makes it out of there.
Wow!
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Vacuum was on
actually-
cooldown, unfortunately.
Fortified.
Yeah. Vacuum, 2-second nerf has added up so much. Now it's 32 second. Oh, he's like an ultimate timed spell. So long on the cooldown on that one. And they have no way to cancel TPs outside Jakiro either, if they don't have the vacuum. So good recognition there, using the TP to get out. Ren is going to pick up a hand on Midas.
Radiant's
He has a
top
recipe.
tower is under attack. Why is this
It
so
is quick
bloody
buy.
difficult?
Okay, going for it.
Starts going forward onto Templar Assassin. He's silenced up. Refraction is already used. He's stunned up. Couldn't get the next refraction off, and he is going to just get demolished.
Did you see that combo? Like
Wow,
Tusk
yeah.
knocked her into the air, and then Chaos Knight really ripped her back into the ground. That's some crazy shit.
Womp, womp, womp.
Alright, Ingle. Wanna be picking up this mechanism pretty soon here.
Yo, green dudes.
Just put some pressure on the bottom here. Quality TP is right into LMM.
Oh, and then he sees the Jakiro. Oh, the Archard's just barely off. He was ready to go. He knew what he was about to do.
Yeah, right now it's looking pretty
Yo,
pretty
green dudes. Something
bad for your rejects here. They're
If
so
they
behind
get-
on their worth already.
Yeah, I mean, but if they can get, wait, are they? Now my net worth thing isn't even showing up in here. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this game.
I was just more thinking of along the lines of
There it
that.
is.
Omni Knight is ahead of TA, who's position 1, who's like, not position 1, who's
They're
leading the
a big
network,
scaling
the
core.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fighting back and forth. Oh, we've got a snowball coming out. Where is that? Going into the Jakiro. Gonna hit all the damage and 1-2 boopity. That heal bomb, and he's blocked up by the trees. They've got the Reality Rift Chaos Bolt. There goes Silencer, just barely making it. Oh, the coconut! What a day! They're gonna immediately dust up onto the TA. They've got a lot coming in. He picks up that Omni Knight with the snowball once again, putting the damage in. Tusk taking a lot of damage, but he's gonna be able to make it out of there. Do they have the damage though? He's fighting away. He says, "No, I don't think so." Ow! He runs into 5. Jakiro gonna stop up the Death Ward, but now he is under tower in a very, very difficult position. Here comes the snowball. It's a 5-man crush. Taken to 3, actually, including that Silencer kill.
Yeah, this game is looking incredibly brutal.
Boys have just
boys
great
know-
sustain with this Witch Doctor on their team, too. Witch Doctor
Yeah,
and the
along with
Omni Knight.
Omni, yeah. Well, it's super rough. Like, they're so ahead now, they can just constantly push the pace, and we know that the boys know how to utilize that lead
Yeah.
to even make greater leads.
They know what to do with space.
Green
no,
dude's
puck.
top thing is about to get knocked over.
LNM picking up the Metal Courage. Yeah, it's time for EU rejects to try the same thing they did last game. Just they got ward up very defensively and try to farm up their jungle. And as we saw there, like Cordy's Templar Assassin is just, I mean, it was just a great pick. We saw her like surviving way longer than she should have, honestly, just because how effective Refraction is against the boys team.
Yeah, if she can get this Deso up, she's going to be able to pick apart a lot of the boys' lineup. Most of these supports, they have good sustain, but it's someone that she can just tear down in a few hits.
Yeah. And Duramax is going to be going for the Max Illusion build, going picking up that Manta style next.
They do need to worry about, though, they still always have Guardian Angel up their sleeve. I don't think they've had to use it yet, and that is just going to take TA out of the fight. I don't know,
very
yeah,
good
the
point.
boys just have, like, they can see the future. They draft it extremely well. They're playing it extremely well. Lanes went how they need, and they've just got all the tools in their toolkit that they need to continue what they want to do in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, for every question that the EU Rejects has had, the boys had an answer for. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, when you take a Darkseer and then you're going up against that dual lane rather than a tri-lane, you're expected to kind of like push out a lane successful. But unfortunately, just the Chaos Knight and Witch Doctor aggression was a little too much for England to be able to deal with.
Well, that mech is up for Darkseer, so that's hopefully going to be able to keep him in the fight a little bit longer.
He's gonna pick up the mana boots right now, and he's working the Guardian Greaves right away. They're gonna go on a beam here.
Oh, they tried to vacuum him up to the top. They are going to get a significant amount of damage into him. Veem, he's going to throw the coconut, and he will die here, but he puts a little bit of harass into them. And did he get their... No, he didn't get their Observer, just the Sentry.
Oh yeah, that's the worst one to get. And he doesn't have vision up there anymore. So he's going to invest in our vision item to be able to see up the hill. Right, Silencer is going to take out that word. Alright, I mean, those are good rotations. I mean, they gotta take what they can get. So, responding properly to a very aggressively awarding Witch Doctor, who had no right to be there. Then Cordy on TA only needs 600 more gold for Mithril Hammer to complete her Desolator. But the boys are positioning aggressively.
Boys
They
are
wanna
back in
invade the
town.
jungle.
They are in the jungle. They are ready to find someone. It's going to be a Weaver. I don't know if they're going to be able to find him. We've got Sentry Wards, but that's it. TA, now knowing that they're here, they're just going to be able to escape. They're doing a good job trying to use that little bit of safety in the jungle that they have and scouting it out and not losing anyone while still trying to maximize their farm. So EU rejects are playing it as best they can in their situation. They're doing a great job trying everything they can to keep themselves in this game.
Yeah. No, as we said last game, they're pretty good at being able to push defensively when they're behind. And they recognize that they're behind now, so they're just warding up defensively and making sure to take the jungle camps when they can, staying out of the jungle when it's too dangerous. And just by how Cordy positions, he always positions behind the Weaver. He lets Weaver go to the jungle because Weaver is the one that can get in and out.
Uh-oh, they are going to find Witch Doctor again. They say, no thank you, this is our scrap of land. We will defend it to the death.
Yeah.
Dyer's
Yeah,
top
Veem
tower.
get a little too aggressive with
Look
the
at what
wards.
they're investing in just to make sure they have at least this tiny area. Very smart play from EU rejects.
Yeah. Rin just repels and TPs out.
Man, that was a long TP.
Yeah, Mafia actually could have ice typed him there.
Healing
He just wasn't expecting how long that
Yeah.
TP was.
Yeah, me neither. Usually repel is long enough to be able to get out of there. Alright, Solo Crest already on LMM. Veem looks like he wants to go on another expedition here. No, he's going to play it safe this time.
Nope,
no,
he's
he
going up
wants
high
to-
ground. He's trying to get
Oh,
wards
he
out. He
might
wants to
get
get wards out, yeah.
tower is under
He could
attack.
get seen here.
Yeah.
Darkseer sees him. Just gonna throw the coconut in the back.
And these bounces, that comical one like in the tier 2 mid when they had one where the silencer was almost getting away and they come out of nowhere.
Beep! Bonk!
Yeah. And then like those two creeps were so far away too that was like bouncing between them.
Once again, Veem is trying. He's trying so hard to get this vision up here, get this map control. They're not letting him have it. Here he goes. Finally is able to take a little bit, take a scrap of land. Rin putting some damage into the towers, but Cordy is in the back line. And here comes Weaver. Weaver's coming in.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Throwing the bugs. Oh, the coconut again. There we go. Beam eating a ton of damage. They've got the
No
damage.
TP.
They're going to find Rin. Rin's going to use that Guardian Angel. There we go. Not going to be able to hit him for now, but he is slowed up. I don't see a way for him to get out of here. Here comes the damage. Querty, you brute.
He picks up that TP, but, you know, it was too late. I mean, it's good to have a TP on you, so... He makes the efficient buy, he gets the mechanism, so... Yeah, he made... Oh my god, he has 5 TPs now!
Happening.
He really did buy
He bought out, yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Efficiency. Name of the game. Now
Not
EU
48.
Rejects feeling comfortable to get out onto the enemy side of the map now. Want to take a tower.
Yeah. 14 seconds until Omni Knight's back, can definitely put some pressure on this tower. But there is no glyph either.
They've got the snowball, it's coming in. Oh, they're gonna get 2 with the Dream Coil immediately. Walrus punch into Weaver. Weaver taking so much damage, and they get the silence and kill before he gets Shikuchi away. Now Gibson, Darkseer, he's got to surge out of here. They're able to see him with this Reality Rift, and there it is! Nice use of that Frozen Sigil. Means they're gonna just rift him and destroy that Darkseer.
I'm surprised that, I mean, their supports weren't backing them up. I mean, Jakiro should definitely have been there.
Yeah, for
And
pushing a
along with
tower,
hopefully-
you want
yeah.
Jakiro there.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under
along with Cordy too, he has a Desolator to be able to push that together. I mean, like, a little bit of miscommunication there. Some of the boys on EU Rejects wanted to push, the others want to use the space to farm. But instead, they just ended up getting picked up. Alright, but Cordy making great strides on his build. You know, we saw him struggling to get the Desolator up, but now a Blink Dagger on top of the Desolator.
Yeah, and EU Rejects has some pretty good wave clear. They can throw shells out, and then they've got the macro every 50 seconds, whatever it is, 60 seconds. TA as well can wave clear pretty good, so they're going to be able to defend on the high ground, and really they just need one good vac wall to really, really recover this game. But I don't think boys are going to give them the opening. They've shown that they position themselves really well. They're not super susceptible to a vac wall.
Yeah, we haven't really seen global silences this game yet either. Have we seen any global silences yet?
I think so.
I mean,
That's a
there
very
must have
good,
been.
valid question.
Yeah, there must have been. I mean, it's been a game going on for 24 minutes.
We got another TP going forward, a surge onto Jakiro, but he's stuck in the Ice Shards. Reality Rift, Walrus Punch, Jakiro is down, and EU Rejects, they're going on the aggressive minus their Jakiro. They think maybe they can get these guys. They're going to put the damage into Templar Assassin. She's taking a lot of damage. There's the Global Silence. They want to turn it around. Back into wall. They're going ready. Now, Weaver getting the damage out, but unfortunately, TA has to back. Nice snowball into the backline, but that puts LMM on the high ground. There's no one here to stop him, though. Weaver taking a lot of damage. They're getting the Death Ward down. Now, Templar Assassin didn't get the Maledict on her, and unfortunately, she was the target for the Death Ward instead of the Weaver. Oh, Weaver is gonna get rifted and stunned 4 seconds. Stun, of course. Thank you, RNGesus. Now, Puck's ready to go in aggressive. Dream Coil used. Templar Assassin stuck in. Here comes the snowball. It's going to hit onto the Darkseer. They've got the Macropyre, and they're using the Guardian Angel, but the Macropyre is down. Very nice vacuum onto the Macropyre. They're taking a ton of damage. They've got a little bit more. They could get them. Liquid Fire is going to go out. It's going to hit onto Rin. Rin could be in a little bit of trouble. He's CPing, but the Ice Path is going to stop him. Rin taking lots of damage. He throws out the Repel, but this fight is still going. They've lost 3 and only 1. Is it going to be a disengage? No. The boys are ready to go.
middle tower is under
No, Puck is now finally TPing out.
All right, they are going to make the call. Disengage. Finally, end of the fight recap. It was a 3-for-1 trade, but they held. EU Rejects hold.
Something bad is happening in your body.
Yeah, that fight was almost kind of reminiscent of how the last game ended,
Illusion.
with EU Rejects getting caught right out of this top lane, tier 3, and losing a bunch of their heroes. But thankfully, they didn't get a team wipe there and managed to get the Tusk to be able to keep alive in the game. But they're going to pick up this Roshan. Lots of minus armor on their team.
They've got the greens up
Chaos
now.
Knights, Reality Rift, and of course, the Solar Crest. How's the Graves doing on Ingle? Ingle also the Greaves up. So Greaves on both sides.
Why Radiant had to go and kill him.
Aegis on Chaos Knight.
Golden.
Alright, so I wonder what item that TA is going to be looking for, Cordy. Probably a BKB afterwards. He has been getting CC'd a lot in these team fights to be able to do a lot of efficient things. He is split pushing quite hard though, being quite
Hey, he's
annoying.
getting hunted right now,
to the
though.
boys.
He's gonna
Yeah,
have
he's
to get
gonna
out of
TP
here.
out.
He's probably gonna, yeah, blink TP right now, and he is out of there. Not catching me today, he says.
Yeah, delaying the push for a very long time. They know they can't fight with the Aegis on Chaos Knight. He has a Reaver on him now, so almost 3k health, 2.7. He's obviously going for the heart. It's a very solid item for Chaos Knight. Usually I see a lot of Chaos Knight rush the heart after the... I mean, it depends on how much, how you want to play. If you want to play a ganking style, like Duramax did, Manta is definitely a good idea to go because Phantasm is such a long cooldown. You need to have something lower cooldown to go make illusions. So Manta style worked out for that.
Weaver taking a lot of damage. He's forced to use the time lapse here in the mid, but he's gonna break the Dream Coil. He's out of there. Puck just popping him, just giving him the business. All right, the boys are ready. They are pushing in here on the bottom lane. Puck is on his way in. No Dream Coil for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, but they should be just fine. Putting the damage out. They've got a nice,
Oh my god.
Chaos Knight putting so much damage into Jakiro. Jakiro's going to be down. They've got the Veil out. Now damage is going through. That's 1-2 down. Silencer on the run. Buyback from Jakiro. They're trying to fight, but the Reality Rift, he just destroys that Darkseer. Darkseer's back and the wall is down, but now Weaver's going to be the next target. Chaos Knight is not afraid of anything. Here comes the snowball and a nice orb into all of them. Walrus Punch. Jakiro is down. That's going to be a buyback. Dieback. Darkseer also dead. Now TA's trying to get out of there. Good game is called. It's going to be the boys for game 2.
Holy crap, Duramax really turning on there. He looked unstoppable. Just going in with the repel and the purification. Yeah, nothing could stop him there, and just flexing their network lead on them. And they're just like, forcing it, and it's not any kind of intricate like initiation. They just walk up high ground. They know they're so ahead, and they just let Chaos Knight do all the work.
Yeah, EU Rejects and the boys, both amazing Division B teams. This was one of the best series I think we've cast this season. Both teams very well played. I don't think there's a little bit of a draft issue, would you say, in Game 1, but Game 2 they learned from that, and they played extremely well. The boys, unfortunately, just having that teamwork, that click, that pop, that their team was working extremely well together, and all were on the same page.
Yeah, it feels like the boys just haven't played together for longer. I wouldn't be surprised if they have, played in other leagues before, played in the Season 1 Echo League. Because, yeah, just especially if we just saw the plays between, Rin and the LMM, the way how they were coordinating the offlane, it was beautiful. And the way that Duramax and Veeam on the support and position 1, they were also driving very well together too. So yeah, it just feels like they knew what each other wanted.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, that was Echo League Season 2 EU Rejects versus the boys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.